Hello class, today we are going to be working on writing our A's. Remember, A says ah, ah, ah. You could even do a tiny little alligator. Ah, ah, ah. Alright, so at the very top what we're going to do is we are going to write our name. Make sure that you are taking your time and writing it nice and neat. Notice I'm not racing through it, but I'm practicing writing my name neatly so that when I have to write it a little quicker, it still looks neat. Now we are going to start at the very top. The very top is going to be our instructions. So I'm zooming you in. There you go. Zoom. And then we're going to start up at the top. Notice on your page it says 1, 2, and 3. This is giving us directions on how to write our A's. It's telling us number 1, that's the first step, so we're going to go from the sky to the ground or to the grass. Then number 2, you go back up to the sky, you go back down to the grass. Then you are going to go across the horizon, or I like to call it put a belt on it. It's putting a little bit of a belt. Now we're going to go over to our small a. Now let's look at our small a. Our small a does not go above our dotted line. Notice there's a dotted line here. Our A stays below it. It stays in the grass. So we are going to start with our number 1. You're going to start over at the side and you're going to make a circle. Now, this one has you making a line. What you're going to do though is you're going to make a circle, keep your pencil on your paper, and go straight down. So it kind of gives it a leg, or like a kickstand. If you have a bike, you have a little kickstand there so that when you're done using it, you could set it up so that it can just be standing there waiting for you for the next time. We're not going to do the coloring right now, but let's look at the pictures. The pictures, we've got a happy little acorn. Makes an A sound. How about an ant? The ant goes ah, ah, ah. You could take a big gigantic R bite out of the apple. That apple makes an ah, ah, ah sign. And last we have an arrow. The arrow is there to tell you which direction to go. Now we're going to go further down and we're going to keep working. I'm going to just show you an example of what we're going to do. You guys are going to be doing the whole page, all right? So we're going to start up at the top where it says 1, and you're going to go all the way down. Go up to the top, go all the way down, and give it a belt. Notice my whole arm isn't moving when I'm doing my writing, just my fingers and my wrist. My wrist is here, and my fingers are here. So I'm holding my pencil nice and neat. I'm not going like this. We don't hold our pencil like this when we're writing. You have to hold your pencil like you're trying to pick up quarters or something on the ground. So you're going to pinch, and then your third finger is going to rest behind it, because if you just have it pinched like this, your pencil is going to fall all over the place. So you need to have something holding it from behind. So you've got your 2 fingers that are pinching, and then you got your finger that's holding it nice and steady where it should be. So we're going to go back up to our next one, and I'm going to go from the sky to the grass, and give it a belt. Remember, we are tracing. Tracing means that you're going over the lines that are already there. These are our dotted lines that they give us. So we're tracing over them or writing over them. So we're going to go from the top, which is the sky, to the grass, and give it a belt. Now, I'm not going to finish those, but I'd like you to finish the rest of these. I'm going to go down to the next one. The next one we are writing it all by ourselves. So we're going to go from the sky to the grass, and give it a belt. Now, I'm going to use my crayons. I'm going to take one of my crayons out, and I'm going to use that as my finger space. We are using a finger space to make sure that there are spaces in between our letters, because we don't want all of our letters to be super squishy together so that we don't know what they look like. So we're going to go from the sky to the grass, give it a belt. I'm going to go over again, and we're going to go sky to the grass, give it a belt. Now what I want you guys to do is you're going to do them all the way across. Then you're going to go down to your A's. I'm going to put my crayon aside because I'm just going to be tracing right now. I'm going to start with my small lowercase a. I'm going to go around, up, and down. Notice I didn't lift up my pencil. I kept my pencil on my paper. Around, up, and down. Around, up, and down. All right. So now we're going to do that down here. You guys are going to finish up the rest. Take your time. This isn't a race, okay? We're going to start down here. I'm going to start at my dotted line because if you look up at the top ones, they don't go above the dotted line. So I'm going to copy what they did. I'm going to go around, up, and down. Around, up, and down. There's one thing I forgot to do. Yay. Sometimes I forget on what to do, so you guys have to remind me, okay? I'm getting old and my brain is a little slow. So what I need you guys to do is sometimes just say, Mrs. Ross, you forgot. And then I'll know what I forgot and we'll be able to fix it. I forgot to use my finger space. So we need to make sure that my crayon is right there. Did I give myself enough room? I did. Woo-wee. Okay, when we're doing our little A's, there's a couple things I want you guys to look out for. I don't want your little A to have a big long tail. Okay? We don't need a big long tail. We're not drawing a lizard here. So we need to make it nice and short, just like this. So we're going to cross this one out. This is a no. All right? We also don't want our A's floating up into space. Look at it. It's not even touching the ground or the grass. It's starting to float away. And you don't want your A's really big. We're not doing gigantic A's. You want to have little A's. So this is a no. We don't want this, and we don't want this. We want these ones right here. All right? Okay. That is our lesson for today. Oh, actually, I forgot. We're going to go up to our coloring. For our coloring, when you are using your colors and you're done with them, you're going to put them right back into the box. If you're using them, we're not going to dump them all out because if you dump them all out, you could lose them or they could break. So you're just going to take one at a time. I'm just going to take my red crayon right now, and I'm going to go to my apple. I'm just going to give you guys a quick example of how to color in your apple. When you're coloring your apple, you need to make sure that you're coloring it in nice and neat. Notice, I don't have a whole bunch of white showing, and I'm not coloring out of the lines. We're not going like this. I'm done. That's not done. That's a whole bunch of scribble scrabble. We don't scribble scrabble. We take our time to make sure that it is nicely colored in. Look at, even when I am coloring over my scribble scrabble, it is all fixed. So if your mom or dad or whomever's helping you out says, that's scribble scrabble, let's try that again. You don't need to start from the very beginning. Just color over what you've done to make it look nice and neat. All right? And also remember, when you guys are coloring things, there are things that are a whole bunch of different colors. So look at the room around you. Is it all one color? Are the pictures one color? Do the pictures match the wall? Does the wall match the people in it? Does the wall match the floor? No, you have a whole bunch of different colors. Make sure when you're coloring you use different colors. I wouldn't use the red for the leaves and for the stem. I would do the stem a brown color. Whoop. And then I would use a green for the leaf. So make sure you take your time and you use different colors. We want to make it more realistic, okay? We will see you guys tomorrow for bees. Bye.